Hello, yes. Right. Yeah, what I've got is this power supply, 12-volt power supply, which I use for my lights on this setup. It works very well. It does the lighting without any real effort or fuss. The main problem I've got with it is that it uses these barrel jacks, and I find them like a little bit awkward if I want to just move stuff around or reconfigure things, or I want to add in more lights or something like that. Then I find them a little bit difficult because then I have to wire up a barrel jack to plug in, and also there's also the limited capacity. But instead of going and remaking it with more barrel jacks, what I want to do is use Wago connectors or Wago style connectors. So I've got my big box or PCT series compact level cable. I don't know what PCT means here, but I call them Wago style connectors because Wago, the original manufacturers, so you get different sizes and stuff. But what I want to do instead is use these for just so I can stick cables in dead easy. You just stop the lever, stick your wire in, close the lever, and there it is, locked in place. And it'll work with stranded wire as well and things. So from my point of view, I can have 8 pairs in the thing. Now these connectors are really designed for going inside a box to be kept out of way of fingers. It's supposed to go in like wall, in a box, hidden away inside a wall cavity or something like that, underneath the floorboards. You're not actually these are not really supposed not to be out, because in theory you can stick things down them. So you want to have mains electricity exposed like this. But this is 12 volts. I want everybody to know this is 12 volts, it's not mains electricity. So yeah, inside these, this orange lever pushes down a spring inside. You can see down inside there, it opens up the hole which the cable goes into. So it's a bit of a wire there down into that hole, and then it clips it down like so. Yeah, you can see that if you take one apart, using the magic of taking one apart, you can see that there's a big spring inside. There's a bus bar here which is thicker metal, and there's a sort of spring. So to take that out, so with a pair of pliers we can squeeze the spring down, and we can stick in a bit of wire again, and you can see how the spring grips onto the metal. So the next stage will be to make a little holder for these. Yeah, for the actual getting dimensions and stuff, I use my micrometer and my protractor like this. Tinkercad, I kind of made a box and then added in some holes to give me the angles that I needed. That took 5 attempts to get it right. The intention with this is to make up 2 of them, and then you sort of like compare using your fingers to make sure the lengths and the angles are right. So that gave me this blank here, which in Tinkercad you can then convert into a hole. So you just click on it and click hole. Using that as a template, I made a box to surround it. So I made 4 of those, and then that fits into there. Yeah, it's not a perfect fit because when you pull a lever open, it does want to come out, but it will stay reasonably nice. The next stage is to make it into 4. So we've got 4 of those pots, for want of a better word. Made a little surround for them with screw holes and things. That's like the final iteration. So I made kind of made 3 of these. The first one I made the base too thick and it came into the cavity of the holder, so that was a bit of a mess up. But the second one was okay, but I then had a little design change and put some holes for screws, and this hole in the middle is for an LED. You'll also see I've got some holes in the back. This is so that I can I want to have the power coming in through the back rather than over the top. I think it would look nicer. On my test piece you can see I've got a number of holes, too far forward, too far back. That was just right. If you look on the clip you can see there's like a little cavity there, so by drilling in that space there that gives me the room to get a wire in through the back. And remember, this is for 12 volts, so not for mains volts, for 12 volts. So yeah, so the next stage is going to be drilling for these holes. Yeah, I don't think wrong with this, my bad drilling. Here you go. 4 completely matching holes. Scrubby brush, scrubby pad. That's keep tight. Yeah. Right, so let's get this all plumbed in. So the wire I'm using is 1mm squared cable. It's normally used for lighting circuits. LED. Yep. The LED comes on. Yeah. Now I need to adjust my box. No, plug in. See what happens if it goes up. And these on. Shut up. 12. 12. And a bit. Good. So there we are. Nice lump on the plastic on the front of my box. I suppose I could have inserted it into the box if I had been cleverer. Yeah, so now it's time to get this back into its place, and thanks for watching.